This one's been out here for a little bit. I think this one's almost ready. Check it outside. My son be drawing on shit. Let's get it. As soon as you see it, put water in it now. This is how you properly clean chicken, fam. Put another water in there. You like the cheesy stuff on there? Same. Should be can Mexican. Right now we're making some of this real quick. This is my little setup right now. He just came to asking for some chips. This recipe, we'll try this shit later. Right now we're just gonna go ahead and just do them like this. Fuck it. Cause I fucked it up and I started burning it. Let's go ahead and start the video. 42 days liquid diamonds, full spectrum extracts. You know we gotta take the other phone so we can be listening to music. Let's get it. Bro, this hole looks crazy. What's really weird to me, fool, is that hole is like foggy. But it's different, fool. This hole is not distillate or rosin or anything like that. Like the liquid is gonna look way different, fam. That shit looks like that hole's foggy and nasty. Turn this on part-time. And homie said to preheat this hole, fool. Oh, hold on. You click it 2 times. Oh wow. I remember I tried some premium lab resin. The flavor on this is fucking crazy. You know? I don't know how the fuck to hit this, but I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know what this shit is for, but it's like a head high right here. I'm barely hit it, and this whole count is hot. Yeah. That's fucking crazy. I barely hit this high. We're almost done with them hoes. Them hoes came alright. Them hoes look fire, fam. What's really weird, you can't feel it until that shit is like in your lungs. Like, God damn. Let's get it. I learned this shit in Iowa, fam. When they sent me to Woodward, Iowa to placement, we would get peanut butter and jelly and mix this shit up together like this in this kind of bread. And then we make a chocolate and then we dip this shit in the chocolate. Let's get it. You click it 3 times and it changes to that. I just hit it on the red one, but that shit hits hard. Oh yeah, not 3 times. Hit it 3 times, not 2 times. 3 times. And then look, let's hit it on the red one. On the red one, you could definitely tell that you just hits this shit. And this shit is different, way like, I don't know, bro. It's way different, fool. It goes all around your lungs. No, my lungs way, this shit put me to sleep, fool. I just woke up. Goddamn, it's like 8:19. And this is a weird food. I don't even feel like smoking it in it. God damn. This shit tastes crazy, bro. This shit is 100% solvent free. Honestly, I was trying to believe it, fool. This shit tastes amazing. Hey, that was fresh as fuck. Well, yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, this shit tastes amazing. And it gets you stupid stuff. Hey, Yappa Basani. Hey, we had it. Hey, shout out to the alleyway, nigga. I'm full with the one time gold on my neck, shining bright like sunshine. I reduced all my niggas in my low, I remember back then when I was broke, trying to pull on for my clothes. What's really weird to me is that this shit fogs up. But after you hit this shit, the fog goes away. I don't understand them. I had a disposable like this. It was called a turn. A lot of people, bro, y'all been telling me that the turns are really good and shit. But where it came out cloudy, fool, I stopped hitting it. But with this one, fool, I bought it at the Dispo, and this whole was $60. Let's try it on a different setting. The green setting gets more if you want to taste the flavor on there. It's just crazy. Right now, fool, I'm watching 9/11 towers whenever like the people crash into it. It's fucking crazy, for real. George Bush was at elementary telling the little kids a story or something like that when they told him about this, bro. It's fucking crazy, bro.
The World Trade Center was very low, extremely low. Not a big plane like an airliner, but not a tiny propeller plane either. Small jet plane.
Go at my TikTok, fam. I just uploaded a video yesterday. But that shit got 1,200 views, bro. It's gonna be like about UFOs and like about different shit that happens around the world, you know what I mean? Not just UFOs, fool. This other shit that I've been really wanting to talk about is this laser beams, fool. The laser beams, I really do believe that like that's the whole reason that the fire started, you know? But that's a conspiracy that I fucking am thinking. They didn't alert nobody about that shit. They didn't turn on the sirens, none of that. That's just really sketchy to me, bro. What I'm saying is they could have like been trying to like shoot at like China or like shoot at somewhere else and they accidentally hit us, fool. Friendly fire type shit. And the whole reason I say that, fool, you know, this earthquake that just hit, it killed more than 2,000 people, bro. Literally just a couple days ago.
The unique skill set of expert search and rescue teams is the difference between life and death for people here in Morocco. 4 days have passed since the most powerful earthquake to hit the country in 100 years pulverized homes and wiped out villages in the high Atlas Mountains.
The whole reason I brought that up, homie interviews a Navy SEAL or something like that. And it's like 3 different episodes. On one of the episodes, he talks about how people get kidnapped by UFOs.
You responded to a 7.6 magnitude earthquake and a tsunami hit in western Indonesia. Only your crew was routed to that location to provide support. Indonesia has a large terrorist population. The Marine crew was armed and tasked to provide security along with medical equipment and food supplies. But it was just your unit.
Yes. We decided to get in a tactical column and approach this, right? And we got down the slope, and it's just like a clearing and just has this big opening. It's almost a little bit more than the football field because this craft took up a majority of that. Having this happen on the north part of the slope and it goes down, and obviously, you know, the way it was transitioning colors, which was kind of the way that it appealed because it was transitioning for a light matte black, or no, sorry, a light matte gray to a dark matte black and just kind of ranging in between, right? And as like I said, the reason why I know how big this thing was because...
Did you see it as you crested the hill?
Yes, I did, and that's where I took videos and pictures of this thing. That's how I was able to see it because, you know, taking pictures of the chaos going behind and everything. You're seeing the rubble, burning buildings, flooding and all that kind of stuff. And then you turn around and I'm like...
So you you crest this hill.
Yep.
You look down into the valley.
Yep.
And there's a clearing.
There's a clearing
with a UAP.
Yes.
Just sitting there.
Sitting there,
hovering.
rotating clockwise. Yep. And that's in transition this color spectrum I was telling you too. And all of a sudden we were enveloped by this military force of, I still to this day don't know who they are. And
How close did you get
to the craft?
to the craft?
Roughly 200 meters, 150, 200.
Did you get to the bottom of the hill?
Yes.
So you could see, so you saw the top of it, and then you could see underneath of it.
And underneath of it had this platform that was on the ground that was separate from this craft hovering. And it was very weird to see. And I was like, okay, I don't know if that's kind of like a cement pad or something. I don't know if it was like a helo pad or anything like that at first. But then started seeing how the material kind of looked very similar to what the craft was. It's like, well, that's separate. So you have something that's on the ground, stationary, and then you have something that's up top, and it's just rotating in a clockwise position. So right when we got close to it, at least 150, 200 meters out, then all of a sudden we were engaged, at least not in a hostile manner, at least, not gunfire or firefight or anything like that. But the way that these guys moved was so fluid, it was so still, it was very, very, very smooth. And it kind of indicated to me, after thinking about it for several years, is that these guys had done it for a while. Because as they approached us, you could hear the safeties flip off. And that's when you kind of picked up the hum that this object was doing along with these guys flipping their safeties off. We kind of knew, and they started yelling at us. They were like, you're not supposed to fucking be here. What the fuck are you guys doing here? Who the fuck are you with? So they knew they were using the kind of lingo that we were using too, especially in the military. So it made me think that at some point these guys actually were uniformed military at one point.
Any accents?
Not accents. It's just like American dialects, how you and I were talking. At one point they said they were going to smoke us. They could throw us out of a helicopter. It's very easy to get lost in the jungle out here. They kept saying stuff like that. So after they enveloped us, they all pretty much got in line. They told us to put our weapons, so we all got in line as well. And we had our hands up. We had our weapons slung. And they're having two guys watch while there's a guy basically taking our magazines out of our vest. And they're throwing them on the deck and they're kicking them away so we don't have time to react. They also, at the same time, the first thing they did was obviously take our weapon and clear it. But they took the magazine out and they actually held it in a way to where they could pull a charging handle and collect the round and have it not hit the deck. So the way that these guys operated was very smooth. It's very calculated, very precise. You could tell they've done this a lot, or they've rehearsed it a lot. So it was more like they were kind of moving the same way through all of us, all six of us, taking our stuff. Taking pictures of our military IDs, So they had like these devices that kind of looked like a very thin, it looked like a smartphone modern day right now, because in 2009 it wasn't the case. I think the most high-tech thing they had at that time were maybe Blackberries, but they're bulky at that point with the ball, and then they had their flip phone razors and things like that. But these look like something you'd see today. And they were taking pictures of military IDs, and they had some other device that was like reminded me of a BAT system. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Describe it.
It's like a biometrics tracking system. So what it does is when you come across with an insurgent, you can take pictures of their face, their retinas, fingerprints, something like that. But they were trying to scan our IDs with this thing, and it wasn't working. So they're kind of getting frustrated with it. So as this is going on,
did they collect biometrics from you?
No.
Okay.
No. They took pictures of us. But that might be enough, and then they took our IDs, because some people I talked to that are in the special operations community with that, they said, yeah, we have the ability to scan IDs, and it tells us everything about you. Military IDs, driver license, things like that. So it's very high-speed stuff. and considering this was in 2009 compared to now, of course, they had this thing that they were using to load up stuff. It's very advanced physics, something hovering off the ground, not making any sound, but an audible hum, like a guitar amp or something that's like a transformer.
So it didn't sound like a jet.
No.
It didn't sound like a helicopter.
Hell no.
There was no engine noise.
Nope.
Just a hum.
Just an audible hum. It's very creepy to see because it's not normal.
Was it like a bassy hum?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Like a guitar. Like if you were to unplug it, it wasn't the same pitch, but it was like the same kind of sound, same kind of noise that it emitted. And so as they're searching us, we're watching this thing happen. And that's when we started seeing trucks come from our left and go onto this platform. And they were up-armored 350s. I know exactly what 350s are. They were kind of beefier trucks. They were matte black. When they were coming at us, and they go left. And I was glancing between what was going on in front of us with these guys, and then all of a sudden glancing over to what was going on behind them. And that's when I started seeing the key details of this thing. Like it had like a scale pattern on it, kind of like an octagonal, because the craft itself was like an octagonal shape where you could see points. Had a pyramid structure on top that was black, and you can see the shadowing of it as it rotated. But it was rotating very slow. And then it had like these vents on every single corner on the middle part of these the panels anyway. There was like a Vanta black. It was like a dark black that would like absorb light. Very weird.
What do you mean by that? A dark black that would absorb light?
So, if you ever familiar with the BMW, they painted Vanta black. It was like a very super dark black. It's not like a reflective material at all.
The matte black?
Yeah, but very, 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 even darker than matte black.
Okay.
Like you can shine a light at it and it won't even illuminate.
Like the Batmobile?
Kind of. Something like that. But even, it was like very dark. The only way I can describe it was like that Vanta black.
Okay.
And
when you mean absorb light, you're saying if I shine a laser on it, you might not even see the laser,
Correct.
or it would be very dull.
Correct.
Okay.
Something like that. So we're watching these vehicles, right? These trucks. Now, the thing I would say on the front of them, because Humvees, the military has, they have the IR lights on the front near the headlights that you can drive at nighttime with your knots. So they had the same thing because they had the same kind of slits that had the IR lights. But they had weapon cases in the back of each truck bed. And, you could store like a couple hundred weapons, maybe 100 weapons, maybe a platoon, a company-size element. And it was the same Pelican casings that we would use to store stuff when they were transporting, So very big cases on 2 of them in each truck bed. And then they had a shipping container thing. I mean, it looked like a shipping container, but smaller and half the size. And the thing that was different about this is it had a cylinder on the front of it that was towards the truck. It was like parallel to the ground, just a cylinder right on the top of this thing. And for years, I thought, okay, there's got to be oxygen supply or like a vacuum sealing thing that you would, because obviously I'm thinking it's drugs. I was like, okay, so this is a very advanced way to do that, just years of thinking of this. And come to find out, when I gave my speech in D.C. on that Saturday for the Disclosure Project with Dr. Greer, he's got a lot of people coming out of the woodwork, by the way. And this gentleman, I'm not going to give any detail. I know a little bit about him. But he works in some of these projects at some very controversial facilities. He's aware of what was going on. After I gave my presentation of this, he confirmed, he says, no, he's like, I don't want to leave Michael hanging out there, but I was not expecting to come and talk to you about this. And he went explaining what the operations do, why they do it, and what they were using them for. And he says, there's not drugs that they're putting in these shipping containers. He says it's humans.
Human trafficking.
Yes. His own words. And, of course. And he also wants to come forward, at least with him and 30 other people that are involved with that part of the work. But it was very disheartening to actually get that information relayed to me, because here I'm thinking for years it's drugs and it's a much sinister thing. But it makes sense because they use natural disasters that people are going to be missing anyway.
Yep.
Scoop up people.
I mean, I've been covering human trafficking this year.
Right.
And that's, a lot of the human trafficking comes from third world countries in distress. You're in a third world area.
Yep.
In distress, right after an earthquake would be, it's prime.
Yeah.
Prime time to do a human trafficking operation.
Right.
How big were the containers?
I would say probably 8 feet and 10 feet. 8 feet tall, 10 feet within.
So like maybe half a Connex box?
Yeah, about that.
Okay.
And they were kind of like on the trailer that was underneath was kind of like a regular Humvee trailer that you would see kind of pull stuff, something like that.
How were they being lifted into the craft?
So they were driving onto this platform that was angled, so it would hit, and it just raise up, and they were just driving on this ramp.
Oh, the truck would go up?
Yeah, but the whole thing was a ramp.
Okay.
Like a circular ramp. And, obviously I can't see what's on the other side of it, but I'm assuming because it's a circular pattern that it's going to be the same on the other side. Because they would drive onto this platform, and at that point I saw all the doors open. 4 guys would come out, and then I'd go back to what we're facing here with these guys searching our stuff, asking us questions, taking our IDs, trying to intimidate the crap out of us. But all of a sudden we notice that this platform raises off the ground by itself. It doesn't make any noise, by the way. It doesn't disturb anything.
Before it started gaining elevation,
Yeah.
How high off the ground was this?
The actual craft?
Yes.
I would say probably 20 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, good distance. and the platform rose up. But I would say like the platform was up several feet, right? Probably maybe 5-6 feet, because it was look, from the distance probably about half an inch.
I mean, I'm envisioning the way you're describing this, I'm envisioning an octagon.
Yep.
Rotating clockwise with a drop ramp similar to maybe something you would see on the back of a C-130, C-17, but circular.
But circular and separate. There's no cables. There's no...
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the ramp attached to the craft?
No.
So there was just an opening.
There was just an opening. Like the bottom part of the craft, was what I'm assuming, because that's where I saw it lift up and go into. It was like the bottom part. It was like the floor itself was like the platform, and they were just rolled up, right? But at the same time, the top part leveled a little bit and went down to meet with this. And as that happened, you start to see it rise up past the tree line. And it's not like a super fast and just rapid. It's just like kind of slow. As that's going on, the rotation has not changed. The audible hum has not changed. But
it's not like somebody hit the gas and you hear a different
it's nothing like
noise.
that.
It's
just constant.
Okay.
Each point on that octagonal shape started to illuminate colors. Like, and it was just one color per point. It was red, it was green, it was yellow, and it was blue. It was the only colors I saw, and it was rotating, right? As soon as it got to the top of the tree line, like cleared the trees, this thing shot off to the left. And to the left was the ocean, by the way. This was going west.
How far to the left was the ocean?
Probably a good 1.5 miles, maybe.
That's it?
Yeah. It
so you're right on the coastline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably, I would say, it could be 1.5 miles to 3 miles, I'd estimate, because I mean, that's just estimation. I don't really know, because it took us a little bit when we landed into the near Padang City, because we landed at the airstrip, and then we took like a several-minute flight going from southwest to like northeast part, roughly. So I'd say probably a couple miles to kind of estimate. And like I said, it didn't change pitches of noise or anything, and it just completely shot off. I mean, it's just like a blur that went left. Didn't make a sonic boom like you'd see a fighter jet when you see the pressure, the way that happens. It didn't disturb any of the trees like what rotor wash would do on a helo or a jet flying the map of the earth and leaving exhaust and blowing you kind of see Top Gun movies when it cranks up on that. Nothing. There were even coconuts that you could visibly see on these trees. None of them were disturbed.
No shit.
Yeah.
When you saw this thing take off, I mean, do you have any estimation of speed? Have you seen anything? I mean, was it faster than anything you've seen before?
Yeah.
Was it a normal speed?
No, it was faster. It was the fastest thing I've ever seen. It was, I would say, probably 4,000 or 5,000 miles an hour. I mean, it was instantaneous. It was just like it left a blur.
Okay.
Like a jet screaming by going as fast as it possibly could, you can still make the shape of it and still lock your eyes onto it as it's going. There's no way in hell you could lock your eyes onto this thing as it's moving. That's how fast it was.
Okay.
And eyesight, something moving, your eyes are naturally going to pick up that motion. And this didn't do that. I mean, it was just like, it just left a very fast blur. And like I said, I've never seen anything like that. The way that it moved, the way that it didn't make any sound, completely, didn't change pitch of the hum or anything like that.
Did it go at an upward angle? Was it a straight line?
It just looked like a straight line from what I could see. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it went up in the sky or anything. It was just like went over the trees and was gone.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, it was creepy. It was fucking creepy to see.
Yeah.
And, of course, we're like dumbfounded because you've never seen anything like this. And this is like some Hollywood shit.
I noticed, bro, that like if you're not able to hit it, preheat it real quick, and you'll start seeing smoke coming to the top. Let's hit another one. And also, bro, if you go ahead and reheat it, you taste it a little bit more. It tastes like live resin, but then like there's the flavor of concentrate in there, like wax, like really fresh wax. Let's hit a third blinker real quick. It's smooth, fam. That's one thing. This shit is stupid smooth. If you're a dab person, dude, like if you like taking dabs and shit, this is the pen that's perfect for you, bro. Every time I hit this home, it's literally, bro, you just hit a dab, bro. In the sense of like, it burns the shit out of your chest, and also like it tastes like your food. It tastes like if you just like put like a dab down food and just hit that hole real quick, you know what I mean? With like some good ass weed, bro. Like, oh my god, this shit tastes so good. On the regular. I just like figured some crazy shit out. I don't know if this is the 2 gram or the 1 gram one, and the reason I say that is because homie, he paid $105 for his, and this one was 65, bro, 55, something like that. So then on his it has a number 2. On this one it has a number 1. This is what I'm talking about. It has a number 1. On his it has a number 2.
It doesn't look black. It looks dark, like a darkish wax color.
Hey, Mickey Mouse, shout out to you. Let's turn this shit off.
$50. They charge me $50 for 1G.
Oh, and it's a card,
It's a
fool.
card. Now there's a 2G.
It looks like this one.
Yeah, and they're both
That's
the same, 'cause
crazy.
I have the 2G right here.
But the thing about it, fool, like, on the tato
2G,
cloudy way.
Same thing.
Ah, hell nah. Why is it cloudy then?
I guess we're the guy that was
to the
doing it
box.
didn't know how to do it.
These hoes, bro, they're barely starting. And like supposedly it's a 1 gram, but online it's a card, fool. And then look, the 2 gram one is the battery. What? They look the same, no lie. And what we did, we weighed it out, 30.06. We opened it at the same time, kinda, and his is at 30.03. What? That's fucking ridiculous. And he paid more than I did for mine. So what I'm saying is that they mark it wrong, but they're just finessing people. And the high of this, bro, is like up here, and it's like one in a rush. I don't know if it's a hybrid or a sativa. I don't have it. Like, it don't say what it is. And it's like a different high, bro. Like it's like a little bit smoother high, you know? Yeah, it is smooth.
Yeah, hell yeah. What flavor is that?
Fuck. It don't even say a flavor. It just says 42 days. That's a strain.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Let's get it. Let's see how these hoes are doing, fam. I'm pretty sure these hoes are lit. Oh, these hoes smell good as fuck. ¿Qué estás haciendo, Luis? Oh my god. He just came and put out his little toys right here. He's watching his dinosaur show. So he brought his dinosaur toys.
Your boss, our President Biden.
What is your opinion on all these earthquakes and shit, fool? There's gonna be a whole different video of like more explanation into this shit. This one is liquid diamonds, real liquid diamonds, fam. Let me see. This is a chunky girl. What? Hey! Está bien chula, mami. Oh my gosh. A ver tus manitas. Ah! She's a big girl. I like to preheat this up before I hit it. Like, god damn, this one hits hard, bro. No lie. This hoe right here is liquid diamonds, bro. You gotta like preheat this hoe real quick, because if not, this hoe's like too thick. Oh, fuck. We're watching this shit for it's on Hulu. Make sure you go watch that shit. It's from the 9/11. They're interviewing all the people that were there that day. Make sure you go watch that shit. Right now we're cooking some ribs, and I just paid rent. Nigga, now I'm chilling.
Turn around. And I'm looking 120 feet away.
Let's see what's up with this shit. Ooh, that shit hot as fuck, fam. I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek. Bro, my inventions are the best inventions in the world. Nah, verga, man. Look at this shit. Juicy and everything. Woo. This shit was amazing. Let's hit a fat ass liquor real quick. Yeah, man, with the floor. This on phone? I use this on to go ahead and like refill the water for the boat. Why is it on green? I noticed, bro, like if you don't read it, you won't be able to get a good hit. Let's get it. Let's hit a fat ass blinker with this hoe. Ah, damn, I clicked that hoe 3 times. Let this hoe preheat.
Oh my God, honey, everybody's calling and crying. And he said, did they start crying after they found out I was
I wanted to message to say, I just want to know that you're okay.
Let me see. This is a junkie girl. Hey! Está bien chula, mami. Oh my gosh. A ver tu manita. Está bien chula, mamá. ¿Estás prietita como papi? Sí. Hello, roses. Hey! Little guys wearing dinosaurs and shit.
And it's all that normal.
Oh my god. It's the smallest grape in the world. It's like, what? I already ate it.
I ate that one too.
Get off of me. Yep. She's my daughter. She's watching Dora the Explorer. I put this just in case she falls. She's watching her show. ¿Te gusta tu Dora the Explorer, mommy? Her little bow falling off. Let's fix this shit. Let's get it.